What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and welcome to another Fortnite news update video thing. In this video, I'm going to be giving all the latest news to come from Epic Games, the producers of Fortnite. It's going to include some game improvements that are coming up, and some new game modes and thoughts that Fortnite have come up with, and that are going to be coming to Fortnite. So that is all to come in this video. But first, if you haven't already, mortals, don't forget to go over and click the subscribe button right there, and please go over to Twitter and follow me over there as well. My name is right there, but the link will be in the description. I did retweet all the information that I found out over on my Twitter, so if you missed it, it's your own fault. Make sure you go and follow me over on Twitter. But with that out of the way, let's actually get to the information that I have. So, improvements coming to Fortnite. This is from Fortnite Insider. So, we got the information. In a recent Fortnite Battle Royale State of Development, Epic Games have outlined some changes, features and improvements coming to the most popular game mode. There have been many issues with service stability the past couple of weeks, as we know about. You haven't been able to join properly, or you've been kicked out of the game, so on and so forth. The Epic have prioritized this issue and have changed their release plans in order to improve the quality of further releases. One of the improvements Epic want to implement is reducing the time between matches, in between matches by working on load time improvements to make the in-game experience as smooth as possible. Furthermore, they are getting closer to being able to test significant optimization to their networking code, which will allow them to run the server at 20 Hz even in the beginning of a match. So that's a big improvement right there. This is what they're aiming to do. Reduce load time between matches. That's reducing the time to load into a match, and reducing the time for when you die in a match and you have to go back to the lobby. That will cut searching for matches down by a hell of a lot. And also, they want to run the servers at 20 Hz. Even at the beginning of matches, so the beginning of matches won't be so slow, won't be so framey. As you first get in, you might notice that you drop a couple of frames because it's trying to load in all the structures and maybe all the people around you and all the guns and everything. But if they get it to about 20 Hz, it will be a lot smoother. But let's move on. Another improvements is having 60 frames per second on console, including PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One and Xbox One X. Epic states that this will be fine-tuned for each specific console in order to minimize the loss of visual effects while maximizing the frame rate. This is expected to launch later this month, and this is a huge thing. No, not a lot of games on console run at 60 frames constantly per second. They just never do, especially if it's an online multiplayer game. It's very rare that they do run at 60 frames per second. So they're saying they're actually doing this specifically for each console. So they're going to go from one console to another, trying to adjust everything that they need to adjust for that console alone. They're not going to come up with a wide range of things that they said, oh yeah, this will do for every console. They're not doing that. They're going to a console, so they're going to go to PS4, perfect it on that one, then they're going to move over, restart over and perfect it on the PS4 Pro, so on for the Xbox One and the Xbox One X, so they get the maximum frames that they can for the better viewing experience, which is fantastic, and that is due to launch this month. Epic has also briefly touched on matchmaking improvements by saying they are working on changes to matchmaking according to skill. Now this is a a lot of people are not too sure about this, because this is a thing that they have on Call of Duty where they match people with your type of skill in the game. So it means you won't be put against anyone who's really super good at the game and has like a 5 KD when you're only got like a 1 KD or something along those lines. They're going to match you with people that are on your skill level, so you have a better chance of maybe overcoming them and winning the game. Now I think this is a really good idea, and if Epic do want to have crossover play, and when I mean crossover play, I mean they want to bring PC players over to Xbox and Xbox over to PC. This is what they want to do. They want to have crossovers. Now this matchmaking will actually help that out a hell of a lot, because PC players have a lot of advantage over people who play on console, because they're quicker to build, they're quicker to change weapons, and they're quicker to pick up and whatever. They're quicker to do a lot of things. But if this matchmaking improvement actually comes, that this means that you'll probably only be put with people who play PC are still only as good as you play on a console. But that's just my brief explanation. There will be new weapons and consumables that will be coming to the game in the future updates, with the addition of different items being introduced into the game, which won't be weapons or consumables. We think that this could be what was hinted in an interview with Eric Wilson last month, when asked if there will be vehicles being introduced into the game, and his response was, so if we do add them, it will be for fun and unique strategies and so on and so forth. Now I've wondered a lot if vehicles would be introduced into Fortnite. Now don't get me wrong, Fortnite isn't like the biggest map, but trying to get from one side of the map to the other can take somewhat of a long time, and it can be very, very boring and tedious and everything. You just want a fast way from getting from point A to point B on the map. PUBG, their maps are a lot bigger, and they do have vehicles. They also have fuel consumption and everything, and damage to them and everything like that. We can only hope and see if they come. But other improvements coming are much requested improvements: building controls on console, yes; communication with your team outside of voice chat, the ability to get into a new game at the death screen, larger map with zoom, that would be fantastic, and the ability to swap weapon bars with the building bar with more ease. So there's a lot to look forward to just in the game improvements, the actual base game improvements. There's a lot to look forward to, but that's not all the information I've got for you mortals. We're going to move on to more specific game modes that are coming to Fortnite. So here we go. We got 50 versus 50 version 2, blitz mode, custom matches, and more. Yes. So this is what we got. In their latest Fortnite Battle Royale state of development, plans have limited time game modes have been revealed. Yes. One of the limited time modes Epic addressed was the fan favorite 50 versus 50 game mode. They are looking into improving the previous version by introducing new features, some of which the community suggested, and they have summarized in an article, blah blah blah. The features Epic have planned to include to this game mode are a bus for each team, split the map at the start of the game, converge on battle, more supply drops are being able to see your squad mates on the map, to make 50-50 experience more like the trailer. We're excited to see the improved game mode in action. Now this is 50 versus 50 version 2. They've improved it a lot. So they're going to have a battle bus for each team, they're going to split the map at the start of the game. So that means one team is going to get one side of the map, and the other team is going to get the other side of the map, and both teams are going to get a battle bus that travel along their side of the map so they can jump out. And then, once you've looted all you can loot, you will convert, then you will converge into one big battle, either where the two sides of the maps like converge onto each other. That's what it means when it says converge on the battle. That is what it means. You're going to have one big battle at the end. You're not going to be able to cross over to the enemy side of the map because you will die. I'm guessing that is what it's supposed to be, until like a certain time has run out and you all have to move to like an area where the battle is supposed to be played at. That sounds like a really, really good idea. But let's move on. So, Epic has confirmed that the Blitz mode will be a mode which has shorter matches, but didn't include any other information. However, they did mention that the modes that they plan to run in the next few couple of months, which includes game modes that they will drop into the first circle, less time between circles, and team sizes that will be bigger than 4-man squads but smaller than the 50-man squad. Really cool, right? So they've already confirmed that that the Blitz mode is coming. A lot of people, when an update came out for Fortnite, did have a challenge that did say play the Blitz mode. So we know it's coming. But they didn't really introduce any information. It just says shorter matches. So that means shorter matches, less time for the zone. Less time for the storm to come in, so that means less time for you to loot, less time for you to run to the new safe zone. So it's going to speed up the matches. They're going to be more intense. It's going to push players together quicker, so you get that more action, you get more kills. And this is one thing that I thought about, and a lot of people thought about when 50-50 first came out, is 50 vs 50. Yes, that's a really good game mode, but what about increasing the normal size of normal game modes? Instead of having like 4 people, why can't you have 10 in your squad, or 25? So it'd break the teams a bit more equally, and I think you'd have a lot more fun. So if you had like squads of 10, you'd have 10 squads in one map, or you have 25 in a squad. So that means that you have 4 big squads running around the map. It would be really, really cool. But anyway, let's move on. There will be around a dozen game modes that Epic are looking to introduce. Some of these being new shooting model test modes, which we have already got one. It came on squads and it went over to single player. They have adjusted it slightly, but I still don't like it. That's just me. They will also be adding multiple playlists during limited time modes, or game modes, sorry. So you aren't stuck with playing the latest game modes in one playlist. Once initial improvements are made, Epic would like to introduce more involved limited time game modes such as Floor is Lava. Now that is a challenge that a lot of YouTubers have been doing. If you haven't seen it already, it's basically they cannot touch the floor. They have to build wherever they go. If they touch the floor, they're basically out and they might as well die. There's no point carrying on because they just failed the challenge. As you've seen in the last week, some players have been involved in Fortnite friendlies, testing out private match functions, which is something I wish could come to console, and finding any bugs that need to be addressed. This will be rolled out to the entire game once all the bugs and all the kinks have been found and ironed out, and so on and so forth. So So this is really, really cool. That's some really big news for Fortnite. It really, really is. Now, if you don't know what custom games are, it's something for PC and PC players only at this present moment, where they can actually host a lobby full of 100 people. There's actually no specifics on it, because there is no like advanced setting on it or nothing. You can't change where the zone is going to be or whatever. It's basically you get 100 friends, or if you're a YouTuber you get 100 subs, and you can tell them to go to a certain point, and you can play like different game modes, hide and seek, zombies, and so on and so forth, which does make the game a lot more fun. But this is only for PC at the moment. I hope they do bring this out for console users as well, because it would be so much fun. But there you have it, Malls. That is all the information that I have got for Fortnite. So what is coming to Fortnite? We got the game improvements overall, which is a lot, to be honest. Smoother running game between matches, 60 frames per second for every console. Really, really cool. Matchmaking that may or may not be coming to it as well. And maybe some type of transport that might be coming. And then we also covered some of the new game modes that Epic want to bring out for Fortnite. So that includes 50 versus 50 Phase 2 or Version 2, where you're going to have battle buses for each side. They're going to split the map. They're going to converge onto one point. You're going to have more supply drops, and so on and so forth. Blitz mode, where you have shorter matches where the storm comes in quicker. It's going to force you into combat a lot quicker. And there's just a lot of other game modes that they want to bring. So I hope you're kind of hyped for all the new stuff that is due to come to Fortnite, because I am. Now, I love Fortnite Battle Royale. I'm not that good at it, but I do love it. But I think the game, after you've played on it for like maybe 2 hours, the game does get a little bit boring, a bit repetitive. But if they had all these different game modes that you could play whenever you wanted, it would be so much better. Now, if you haven't heard already, 3.4 million people have played or are playing Fortnite Battle Royale. They have outbeat PUBG. Now, that's a huge achievement. And you want to know why they've done it? Constant updates, constant listening to their community, and constantly trying to flatten out any bugs or anything to do with the game. PUBG haven't done that. I've been speaking to a few people about why Fortnite has done so much better than PUBG, and that is the reason why Fortnite does a lot of updates, as PUBG really doesn't. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that, because that's just my speculation and some of my friends' speculation and opinions. It might not even be true, but that, in my opinion, I think that is the reason. But anyway, Fortnite is I think it is the world's best battle royale game at this present moment in time. It is the biggest. A lot more people play it than any other. Which is so good. Now, I do post videos on Fortnite on my channel. Now, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my channel, and if you love Fortnite, please click the subscribe button right here and go and find my Fortnite videos. I have got some right here. Go and look at them. Go and watch them. I do more videos. I've got like 30 plus videos. So go and check them out. Please do. You might find that it's really good. And I do keep up to date with all the news and everything for Fortnite as well. I do live stream it sometimes, maybe when there's a new update out or something. So yeah, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and make sure you go and view my Fortnite videos. It'd be very much appreciated. And also go and follow me over on Twitter. The link will obviously be down in the description. but then my name is right there. You can just type it in and it should come up with it, no problem. I will be tweeting out like information that I have found out, or from Epic themselves. I will be retweeting all their information. But anyway, Moles, that is it. I'm just super hyped for all the news and stuff that is coming to Fortnite. If you are as well, please don't forget to show that like button, who is boss, by punching it in the face. And I've already said, if you're new, click the subscribe button, check my Fortnite videos out. But that is it, Moles. I am Mortal T, and I am out.